Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Last Days of Europe with me, Alpha Omega, and Greater Germanic Reich. So in the last episode we have managed to get the debt to GDP to 100%, exactly. Actually, there's a 100 million difference. We have 100 million more in debt than is our GDP. Interesting. United States of America became communist for some odd reason, and we found out that the war between the Commonwealth of Siberia and the Russian Empire is continuing. And while they actually managed to make a breach here, they're starting to really lose ground here, which is unfortunate, and I don't know why that's happening. We've already checked it, but it really seems like the issue is that they ran out of people. Like, really, they don't have any manpower. It's weird, but it is probably the case. I mean, they are Commonwealth of Siberia, while most people live in the European part, but damn, that's really sad. Anyway, let's continue. Oh, wait, let's not continue, because we need to take the Prime the Ambassador's focus. It is time to unveil our new foreign policy to the world. We will release a statement to all of our diplomats overseas. The time of German isolation has ended. The future of Germany, and by extension the world, relies on cooperation. It's time to make our ambassadors prove their worth. Their mission? The mission is surprisingly simple. Their mission is to do their jobs. It's time to build relations with the nations of the world. So, USA and Japan gets +20 in relations with us. Nice, not bad. And we also spoke in the previous episode of the possibility to actually design a new military vehicle for ourselves based on our tanks, because I noticed that it allowed us to design a self-propelled artillery, and there might be some more things there. So turretist armaments, anti-tank rifle. Okay, wait, before I do something extremely stupid, let me... Wait, can I duplicate this? No, I can't. Okay, so let's start anew, just to, not be a complete idiot here. So let's improve the AFV chassis. We don't need the improved armor count chassis, but we need... Oh, come on. Leopard... Panzerkampfwagen 10, Tiger improved, it's advanced, tank chassis, early heavy tank chassis, early main battle tank, okay, I didn't see it here. Basic AFV, basic main battle tank. We need improved AFV, improved advanced. Here it is. Advanced main battle tank chassis. Advanced AFV. Okay, so I'm gonna start with you. Let's go with medium fixed superstructure. If I took Freeman turret, okay, so we can have a Freeman turret and put in even these ones. So it's modern main battle tank, but here is improved heavy artillery, improved heavy anti-air, heavy artillery. Okay, so we have three options here. Heavy anti-air, heavy artillery, and modern main battle tank. So the main battle tank gives soft attack 45, hard attack 35. By God, you give almost nothing. The heavy artillery weapon Gives soft attack of 35, which is less than the main battle tank gives. It gives no hard attack. No, it gives 2. Piercing is 30 compared to 150. And reliability is lowered. So is this really it? I mean, that makes you an artillery. And this one would make you anti-air. The anti-air makes more sense, to be quite honest. Because that would create an anti-air RVS autocannon. Spallweiner, smoke launchers. Let's give this NBC protection. Anything else? Let's give them dozer blades, because they increase entrenchment and advanced radio. And we can give you the hydropneumatic suspension, cast armor, and diesel engine. And I can make you armored extremely well. 11.6, huh? Well, you could be self-propelled anti-air that we could use, for example, for infantry units. At which point your armor is amazing, your piercing is good. But this is about the air attack, 60. Because you are an air attack unit, wouldn't you be? For example, you guys have anti-air here, which gives anti-air 57.2. And just you have 60. Well, we acquired two. We had 2A, 2A1. So this is 2A. AA1. Let's go this AA1. We'll see how that's gonna appear. This should allow the tank to use. It doesn't say anything about allowing it. Allows the anti-air roll. Allows artillery roll. Okay, so we got it. So okay, so this is Viewport AA1. No, Viewport 2A. Wow, that's confusing. Viewport 2A1, Viewport. Viewport 2AA. Let's go with this way. And. Oh, the current design cannot be used in the main battle tank role. Oh, okay, I need to change this as well to anti-air. Okay, I guess this makes sense. Though I don't know why the picture is looking like this. That's a bit weird, but okay, let's save it just for fun. It's testing thing, and can this now allow us to take away the no, but it might want to give us, yeah, self-propelled anti-air. Air attack would be 60. So let's see, if we, for example, removed this one and gave you this one, what the difference would be? Soft attack would increase, hard attack would increase, anti-air would increase, defense would increase, piercing would drop but only slightly, armor would increase, breakthrough would increase. But Jesus Christ, also combat width would increase. That kind of sucks. What if we give it to the Mechanism Division? If we switch to one of those for you. Oh, that would not be bad. Look at that. It lowers soft attacks slightly, heavy attacks slightly, but air attack gets a huge bonus. Defense get a bonus. Breakthrough, okay, is lowered. I get that. But piercing is lowered a bit. Suppression is increased. And we get a bonus. Or I could just go ahead and do it like this. Just like add it to it as a bonus one. Because I mean, combat with 30 is also not great. So that would make sense. We need to find factories for it though. Oh god, this picture is awful. Is there anything better? No, there's not, but okay, this is at least a bit more reasonable. So we need to start producing them. Oh, and we're short factory here. Okay, where's the thing? Here. Of course we are. Of course we are. Do we have the ballistics production also? Nope. Need one more. Okay. So we'll start producing some of the armored or self-propelled anti-airs. I hate that there's not a better picture. Black Guy says this is done way better. But once we get a bit more of those, we might actually start adding them to our units. And I like that. I like that. And if we actually changed it... That's a navy, come on. Think. If we gave it the... Turretist ornament. Improved anti-tank missiles. Improved recoilless rifle. Mortar. Advanced grenade launcher. This one is kind of interesting. The improved anti-tank missile is looking very interesting, but also damn the flamethrower. If we could get a bonus to these and some kind of modern anti-air weaponry, but it's for AFVs. Okay, so it's not for us. Improved heavy artillery. The improved heavy anti-air has the same soft attack as the heavy artillery. So the only difference is a bit of a bonus in breakthrough. That's beyond me. Anyway, February is at an end. So this time we are going to get... Oh, the deficit increased to 3.53 billion. Is it the Navy? No. Okay, I don't know what it is. You guys are supposed to drill, come on. Their debt is now 90... Wow, 98... Oh, Jesus Christ, our real GDP growth is now 16.16%. Holy hell. So the debt to GDP dropped to 98.6%. We are in a deficit of $500 million. So if this is gonna happen again, we are going to get into a surplus next month. And actually start repaying the debt, which is now 398.76 billion. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? Yeah, you guys are toast. Coalition der Nationen. Coalition of Nations. That will be the name of the New World Order. It's not a mere novel idea. Practical experiences from the League of Nations and United Nations have been taken to help us to create this new organization or coalition. Different boards for maximum flexibility, a pathway to membership, a parliament, and much, much more. Although it's in its infancy on paper, and the idea has many people in our administration hopeful for the future. It's time to test the waters and let the Japanese and Americans in on our plans. As the next two superpowers, their input and support will be vital to making this dream a reality. So, I'm interested in seeing what that's gonna mean for us. Token political, no military investment, okay. And infrastructure. Iran is still in the global conflict. Even though the beautiful Farah Pahlavi is ruling the nation with an iron fist. Okay, civilian investment. What about the poverty? 35.63%, okay. 80.7% of the Reichsschnellfahrstrecken program is done. Niedervolga. Why is Niedervolga not part of the Paktkommissionen? It actually is. What's going on? That map is not accurate. I never noticed that, yeah. So this is China. Or is it? Is it just a? No, there's some areas. St. Petersburg. It's a bit weird. I don't get it. Neither Volga. That's a bit weird. I don't know why that is that way. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Maybe it was different before? I don't know. Military district of Turkestan. Well, I guess the league that we had didn't succeed. Yep, they were overwhelmed almost immediately. Islamic State of Talas. What a fail of our international policies. Birds of a feather flock together. Kaisinger bit his thumb lightly. They've received the letter well, you say? He asked Schmidt, and the man nodded. That's very good. Kaisinger withdrew his thumb and put his hands together. I'll be looking forward to help develop this idea. We should be working as close as possible to get a theoretical framework of what a coalition would look like. Make certain to the other two superpowers that it would be worth their time joining. However, Kaisinger let a second or two of silence pass before he continued. Herspiel, Helmut. He's a volatile element. As Schmidt took in his words, he momentarily closed his eyes and thought. Then he shook his hand. No, he began with a sigh. Speer is quite the stable substance, I would say. Kaisinger looked at him with suspicion, but Schmidt, in return, glowed with confidence. I have seen him at his very worst, Kurt. He is nothing but a hollow shell of a man. He is a liar, a coward. Pardon me. I need to drink more while I record. He's nothing but a hollow shell of a man. He's a liar, a coward, a thief, and an architect of nothing but murder. To name any positive traits about him would be deluding myself. To your eyes, that would make him unstable. But to me, Schmidt turned around in his chair and looked to the window outside. He is the perfect puppet. Kaisinger froze up for a moment. He hadn't expected the man who grazed death under the presence of the Führer to so openly denigrate him. So you have no worries then, I see. A question, however. Schmidt made no motion to decline answering. Would you dare say this all to his face? If he is such a weak puppet, then would you get away with doing so? Schmidt's stoic frown cracked, and he gave a small smile. Then he chuckled. Then a chuckle followed as he turned around and gave Kaisinger a look of renewed vigor. What makes you think I haven't done so already? The NSDAP has been given a mortal blow, and Speer himself, bitter and increasingly more withdrawn at his loss of influence, is not long for the world. The Gang of Four emerged victorious from the battle with the Führer. Whatever the future may grant, it will be a struggle, but should the right people prevail, it will be one of hope. From the entire Speer team, thank you for playing. We hope you've enjoyed it. And so the dusk approaches. The New Order. Epilogue. Thank you for playing through the full content for one of our nations. While of course the massive amount of work in this mod is thanks to our team, none of that would have happened without you, the people who supported us through the creation of this gigantic endeavor. Those who made high-quality shitposts, chipped in here and there, left comments on developer diaries, and became part of this great community. Please visit our social media sites on the links attached in the opening GUI, which can be opened with the question mark button in the top right corner. Also, keep your eyes out for the new content. The New Order will be continuously updated with bug fixes, patches, content updates, new nations, and eventually a massive update which will extend the game's timeline until 1982 and add a new starting date. Well, credits. These are the unbelievably good people who worked on the mod. I cannot name them. That would take so long time. Oh, these are current members, and there are also former members, and there's... Wow, you guys are amazing. And the arcade mode decision category will be enabled. Okay. Arcade mode. Developers note, these options are non-canonical and completely unsupported from this point onward. There's no extra content for these, nor will there ever be. Do not post bug reports without link from these. Initiate the Great Trial. Okay, the many Great Trials. Start World War III. Battle Royale. Break the Seal. Open the Rift. Summon the Hoff. Place 3 milk taps in every corner of Uruk. Prevent the demolition of the Medio Mundo. And disable arcade mode. Well, anyway, that's it, guys. We finished. I don't know what's there to be said in the end. The gang has prevailed. They've done their work. It's not the end that I would have thought of, but I guess that's how it is supposed to do. I don't know what the other ends are. Maybe some of you can summarize them for us in the comment section. But I enjoyed my playthrough. It was amazing. I think this is episode 116, which is incredible to think about. And I wasn't expecting it to end, to be quite honest. I thought that there might be a bit more content, but I really enjoyed it. I love the way the mod presents it. It's way less a strategy game and way more reading a book, I feel. A great book with an awesome story. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Whether the starting marasm that we were in, the Bürgerkrieg, the uprisings, you know, the the oil crisis and everything. And I especially enjoyed the political machinations. I loved it. I really, really did love it. I'm considering, quite honestly, to play as either USA or Japan in TNO in the new version to see what playing them would be like. But I would maybe like it to play the Black Isis Nation first to see if we can get a bit more in touch with the problems and the situation of such a nation. Read up a bit more about their history so that I can be a bit more entertaining as well. So I don't know what you guys think about that. It's not going to be the next playthrough. It's probably not going to be even the one after that. But I'd really like it. So anyway, I guess there's nothing else to say. I really, really did like it. Usually I would look back at some of the chapters, but we've been doing that quite a lot in this playthrough. And it was amazing. So anyway, thank you all that made it so far. It was really fun. I greatly enjoyed it. If you'd like to see any of these arcade options, let me know. But quite honestly, things like Battle Royale and World War III, stuff like that, I don't think that it would do this mod any justice, because it's not supposed to be a World War III mod. It's supposed to be a political Cold War mod, and that it did extremely well. Way better than I actually expected it to be quite honest. The only thing that might be a small criticism, now that I think about it, is that it was too easy when it came to a conflict. Like, when you think about the struggles in Africa, in Boer Republic, I don't mean the political one, but the ones where we actually matched with, for example, United States or Japan, the units seemed strong, that's not bad, but they were always way weaker than ours. So I think that has to do something with the AI and the composition of their armies. And would maybe do it justice to make them a bit stronger so that they would pose a bit more of a challenge and we wouldn't enter every conflict knowing that we are going to be victorious. But maybe that's just how it's supposed to be. Maybe this is actually modeled around Germany being the dominant nation, and it would make sense considering the historical scenario. So, if you have any questions, lay them on. If you have any requests, lay them on. But I'm declaring this playthrough officially finished. I hope you enjoyed it. To all of you that actually made it so far and enjoyed it, I salute, I thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new playthrough. I already know what it's gonna be, and I've been looking towards it for a long, long time, and boy is that going to be a struggle. So, you guys, take care.